Jeannie, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, please like and subscribe and click that notification bell if you want to be notified of when I upload new videos. I am trying to start a new channel. I did have a channel several years ago for a variety of reasons. That channel, I just shut that channel down, and then I just decided to go ahead and start a new channel. So as promised in my last video, which I will link down below, about how I brought my hair back from it being chemically fried, I did want to tell you guys how I have been coloring my hair myself. Now, I did used to do my own hair color using professional products for, I don't know, a couple years, off and on. I've always gone back and forth between having someone else do my hair and me do my hair. I always seem to be happier with the results when I do it myself. I've never actually damaged my hair, even though back in the day I used to change my hair color like way too often. But I just came to the realization that, especially during COVID, I can't find someone new to color my hair, or I couldn't at the time. I am seeing someone new who could do that, but I have just decided that I usually end up feeling like I need to color my hair, usually at times when I couldn't possibly get an appointment, so usually like at midnight or something like that. So I just wanted to go over the products that I'm using in case any of you out there who are blonde, who maybe can't get to the hairdresser and want to try and do it yourselves can. I do want to caveat that I am not a hairdresser. I'm just someone who has studied up on it. At one point did think I wanted to be one, but I just you know, really read up on stuff before I do it. Do watch a lot of YouTube videos, do a lot of research, but you know, I just giving you my tips on. I specifically said I was filming a video today. My beauty room is over the garage, and not really sure what's going on down there, but it's very noisy. So I apologize if you can hear that, but hey, real life. So anyway, so just, you know, I just want to caveat that I'm not a hairdresser. Please be careful. By all means, it's preferable that you do go to a hairdresser, but I know sometimes people don't have the time or the money to do that. Everything that I'm going to mention, I did get off of Amazon. It is professional grade products, but I didn't have to have a license to buy, so I'm sure it's a beauty supply place, so you know, it is what it is, but it is professional grade products. Now, I did switch to this brand from another brand. I did used to use the Redken Highlift blondes, but either they stopped selling it on Amazon or they changed the formulation again, which is very, very likely. But anyway, so the products that I use are a brand called Schwarzkopf. This is what they look like, and I use the Royal Highlift Blonde in 12-2 Special Ash Blonde. Now, this is the only color that I seem to be able to get off of Amazon. Theirs are limited in the colors that they do carry, but this is the one that I have used several times, and I just like the result. And then they recommend that you use the Royal Igora Developer. It does have you know, like oil in it and stuff that's supposed to be less damaging to your hair. I do use the 40 volume. If your hair lifts easier than mine, my hair is like a dark ash blonde naturally now. It did used to be much lighter when I was younger. It does tend to lift relatively easily, but a lot of people do recommend that you not use 40 volume developer because it's very strong. I just find that I get a better result when I use the 40 volume over the 30 volume, and they do recommend that you use 30 or 40 volume with the Igora Highlift blondes. So you can get both of these off of Amazon. I do also want to note that this Royal Highlift line has fiber bond technology in it, which is something similar to Olaplex. So the fact that it actually has stuff in there that's supposed to cut down on damaging your hair is an extra bonus. So I will link both of these products below, but you know, keep in mind that the range that I think is available on Amazon is limited. But I've been using these now. This will probably be, like, I just did it like a week and a half ago. I apologize that I was going to try and do a video, but I just got really busy with work, and then we had to go to a wedding a couple weekends ago. And then, you know, I just don't really have the setup or someone who can help me film me doing my hair. Not that I would necessarily want to either, but you know, just keep in mind that if you've colored your hair before, it's pretty self-explanatory. But I also just use a bottle. I know some people don't. I just have a lot of hair, and I have to move very quickly, and I find that using the bowl does not allow me to move as quickly. So I just do it on the roots. Please also keep in mind with Highlift Blonde, even though it says it lifts up to 7 levels, it's not going to right off the bat. And you should only leave it on for like this particular brand is 45 minutes. I do leave it on for the full 45 minutes, and I do find that it lifts appropriately. But when I did do it the first time, when I had 2 full months of growth, it was a little bit golder than I liked. I've noticed that as I keep using it for the past, I think now we're going on 4 months, maybe? Yeah, I can't remember. I've done it several times, and I think the first time after I did it like, I think after I waited 8 weeks to do it, I did actually color it again in like 2 or 3 weeks because it was a little bit golder than I liked. So I think I have done it like 4 or 5 times now since my hair incident. Only do it on your roots. Now, if you're going from heavily highlighted hair to doing Highlift blonde on your roots, it doesn't look that noticeable. I did actually read up on that was something that a lot of people were doing because of COVID. That people that had previously did have like naturally blonde hair, they were switching to Highlift blonde, just putting it on their roots. It kind of gives me natural highlights because I've always had parts of my hair that were darker and lighter, so just keep that in mind. Please only put it on your roots. Of course, if you have natural virgin hair and you want to go, you know, to a blonde result, you're still going to have a better result with bleach. Just please keep that in mind, and you probably will do less damage to your hair if you have someone professionally do it with bleach, but I just don't have the ability to get to the back of my head, only leave it on for the period of time. Don't want the same thing that happened to me to happen, so that's why I chose the Highlift blonde method. So I use a bottle. I start putting it around the frame of my face first, you know, like around here and the sides, because it's right here is where I have a hard time lifting at the roots of my temple. And then I go into the rest of my hair, and so I just take the bottle and I separate and I go and I kind of use my finger to blend it in. Please also make sure that you use gloves. Here's my box of beat up gloves. I also got these off Amazon. When I do mix it in the bottle, you do also want to make sure that this is 2 parts developer to 1 part of the hair color. So for this for 1 tube, it's going to be 4 ounces of the developer and then 2 ounces of the color. And then I actually only use this to stir the color because it's thicker. And I don't, like I said, I don't like to use the bowl, so I stir it a little bit, then I shake it up to get it to the right consistency. Now for me, because it is thicker, I did cut the tip off. Please be careful, because if you cut it off too much, it's just going to blob all over your hair. So just be careful, depending on the bottle that you use, that you don't leave too much of a hole by cutting off a little bit of the tip. And so like I said, I just section off my hair and just put it only on the new growth and the roots. And then part of the other reason why I use the bottle is because I can't really see what I'm doing in the back. I kind of do it by feel. Now when I did go to the hairdresser I'm going to now, I did tell her that I probably would go to her for hair color, and then I just kind of made the decision to go back to this. And I think she actually thought that I had gone to someone else to get my hair done, because she's like, well, how did you get the back? You know, and it was just like, I just do it by feel on the back of my head because I do it myself. Now I don't bother sectioning my hair off either. If you are someone who hasn't done this before, by all means, you know, do it in 4 sections first. But because I've done this for so many years, I kind of have my method to my madness for how I do it. So that is how I do my Highlift blonde hair color. If you have any questions about any of the products that I mentioned, please list them below. I'd be happy to answer any questions. Once again, not a hairdresser, so please be careful. Please read the directions, do your own research, figure out what's best for you. Know your hair. Like mine is a dark ash blonde, so it does lift. Not as easy as it used to, but it does lift. Please don't think that you're going to go from black hair to blonde hair with a Highlift blonde. You have to go with bleach. Same thing if your hair tends to pull really, really red or gold, you're better off using bleach and getting someone to bleach your hair. I just personally have not bleached my own hair since I was like pretty young. So, you know, and then my hair was much healthier back then. So, you know, just please do your research, make the best decision. I know most of us are just like, hey, I'm going to do it. It's midnight, I need a change. That's just our human nature. As a lot of those videos on YouTube say, most people aren't going to, you know, wait or just do it the right way or whatever, you know what I mean? So anyway, if you have any questions, just let me know. I appreciate y'all taking the time to watch my videos. If you have any questions, like I said, about anything, please let me know. Please like and subscribe, like I said earlier, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.